January 16th through 18th, 1945. Following the failure of the first patrol to find the Germans, or take any prisoners, another patrol was sent to the vicinity of Piano Sonatico. They departed in the evening of January 16th, but did not return in the morning when they were expected. As the hours went by, Captain Bailey became increasingly concerned. After lunch, the captain ordered Private First Class Horton Durfee to take 2 other soldiers with him and have Chief Duhan drive them out to Piano Sonatico to find the missing patrol. Bailey gave Durfee a map of the area and pointed out the zone to which the patrol had been sent. Durfee later wrote, "Eddie drove us to the village and parked the jeep in the same spot. The village looked as it had before, not a soul in sight, not even the British soldiers. Map in hand, the 3 of us set out across the village square and plunged into the woods. Eddie stayed behind with the jeep. There was snow on the ground, but it wasn't very deep, and we trudged along, chatting a bit at first, then without saying much. After an hour it began to snow, gently at first, then harder and harder. We scuffed along through the woods, which were getting more difficult to see because of the falling snow, and it was beginning to get dark. And there was absolutely no sign of the patrol we had been sent out to find. As far as we were concerned, they were lost. It occurred to me that we might be lost too. I looked behind us at our trail. Our footprints were rapidly filling with snow and would soon disappear. After a brief conference, we turned around and began to retrace our steps, or what was left of them. Now we hurried, trying not to lose sight of our vanishing footprints. I was really quite worried, partly because I had gotten us into a potentially serious pickle, and partly because the patrol was, as far as we knew, still lost. But then, to our relief, we came stumbling out of the woods into the village square, where Eddie Duhan was patiently waiting for us. I don't remember anything about the long ride back to San Marcello, but I do remember feeling bad about our failure to find the patrol. I felt I had let the captain down, that he would never trust me with an assignment again. But when we finally reached San Marcello, I was really too tired to care. Everyone had gone to bed, and I followed suit. I'm not even sure I got undressed. When I woke up the next morning, I was the only one in the room I shared with several others. I must have overslept. I lay there, wondering what to do, when Bill Brown, our first sergeant, came into the room, carrying a plate of steaming pancakes, with syrup. I was being served breakfast in bed, and by our first sergeant, no less. And the news was that the missing patrol had come home by itself, with no casualties and no one lost,